If you want to have the best chance of securing a loan, don't ignore or miss your tax payments. Hey everyone, Louis Dip here from Odin Finance, helping you with all your asset finance needs. Across the hundreds of loan applications we've helped businesses secure, there's been one thing that has a significant impact on the chances of a business securing a loan, and that's whether you're paying your GST and tax on time. I get it, sometimes you have cash flow issues, or you just can't get that payment out on time, especially because of how big the size of the tax bill can sometimes be. But it's crucial that you're not missing payments. So in this video, I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about this, so stay tuned. Before that though, I would like to say that this video must not be construed as professional or financial advice. In particular, you should seek independent financial guidance from a professional who can advise you on the best ways to proceed in your personal circumstances. Okay, let's get started. A lot of business owners don't realize that when you're applying for a loan, one of the things the lenders look at is whether or not you have been compliant with the ATO's regulations, especially your GST payments and other tax obligations. Not being able to pay your GST obligations is also a sign that your business is having cash flow challenges. All of this can be really important when it comes to getting approved for a loan, because you're trying to demonstrate to the bank that you're a responsible business owner who takes your obligations seriously. Even though your lender won't necessarily consider your tax records on its own, many of the big banks find comfort in knowing that you don't owe them ATO any money if you're looking to borrow from them. It all comes down to cash flow. If your outstanding GST and tax balance is big, they're going to want to know that you're going to be able to pay that and service your loan without impacting your cash flow too much. And if you can show that you've stayed on top of your obligations with the ATO, you're also opening a wider range of financial products that won't necessarily require you to submit a detailed breakdown of your business financials. For example, a mainstream lender like one of the big four banks might offer you a loan product for up to $500,000 for business equipment at the lowest market rate and only to require you to submit your most recent business activity statement and ATO portals. As long as your business activity statement shows sufficient turnover and your ATO portals are clear, you have a good chance of securing that approval. I do want to add that in some cases, lenders won't necessarily decline your application for finance purely on the grounds of unpaid tax obligations. Some lenders will consider your application despite your tax debt, but this will most likely come at a cost. In other words, you have to pay higher interest rates because you'll be categorized as a higher risk borrower. The general rule of thumb for these lenders is that as long as you're on a payment plan and making the repayments on time, then they'll consider 10% of your annual turnover. For example, let's say your business turns over $800,000 each year and you're currently on a payment plan to pay an outstanding tax amount of $70,000 to the ATO. Some lenders still consider your application because your tax debt is less than 10% of your annual turnover. But obviously, your best bet in getting the loan approved is staying on top of your obligations, because unfortunately, many lenders have an unfavorable view of ATO tax debt. If you are experiencing a cash flow crunch or struggling to meet your GST and tax obligations, it's important to discuss your options with your accountant to see what workarounds there are so this doesn't affect your loan application. I hope you found these insights valuable. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Otherwise, remember to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more tips about commercial loans and asset finance to help with your business. See you next time.